speech, rather than boring you with my life story, I instead will be focusing on what I believe is my purpose in this world. In Aubrey Hepburn's words, as you grow older, you discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself, the other for helping others. As a little girl, when teachers asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I would give a long list of different careers. One day I was sure I wanted to be a doctor, the next I wanted to be a guidance counselor. There's always one similarity between these careers. They're based around helping others. I knew that my purpose was to positively impact the lives of others. Eventually, I realized that my passion was working with children, especially children with disabilities. This passion led me to occupational therapy, which I learned is the rehabilitation of one's ability to perform day-to-day activities. This career is a combination of the two things I enjoy: helping others and working with children. I'll be discussing the three experiences from elementary school to high school that I believe led me to discover that occupational therapy is my dream job. The first experience I had that introduced me to working with children with disabilities one day was in elementary school. On the weekends, I would accompany my aunt to her job where she assisted adults with disabilities. We would drop off groceries for them and just check on them, see how they were. I remember always being welcomed with smiles and thank yous just for doing the simplest thing. Witnessing how gracious and happy they were warmed my heart, so much so that I remember this almost 10 years later. It wasn't until I was in middle school that I had my very first interactions with children with disabilities. In 8th grade, I was introduced to an organization called PEACE, an acronym for Portraying Equality and Compassionate Education. In this organization, I was able to work with students from my school who had special needs. A few times every week, I was able to play video games and do science experiments with some of the most amazing students I had ever met before. Deciding to be a part of this program was one of the best decisions I had ever made. Although both of these experiences helped me to discover this passion I have, joining Circle of Friends in high school was definitely the experience that made occupational therapy a done deal for me. Similar to PEACE, Circle of Friends was an organization that allowed me to not only interact with and befriend these SPED students, but also attend school events and field trips with them. I even was able to attend the Special Olympics in my hometown, Circle of Friends. I was given so many amazing opportunities that I will cherish for the rest of my life. Of all of these clubs and organizations and honor societies I was involved with in high school, Circle of Friends meant the most to me. After doing some research and getting advice from my mother, who used to work at a rehabilitation center, I decided that occupational therapy was what I wanted to do. If it weren't for these three experiences I had, I don't know if I would have ever discovered my love for working with children with disabilities. I'm completely grateful for these experiences and those who helped me to discover this passion. In this speech, I discussed how the experiences I had with my aunt's job and the organizations PEACE and Circle of Friends led me to discover my love for working with children, especially children with disabilities. Because of these experiences, I am now a sophomore psychology major at Jacksonville University who plans on attending an entry-level master's or doctor's program for occupational therapy. Going from a child who could never narrow down what exactly I wanted to do when I grow up and becoming someone who knows exactly what I want to do feels liberating. Now I'm just so anxious to start this career and actually become an occupational therapist. I would like to end this speech with the following inspiring quote by the late Steve Jobs. "The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you will know when you find it." Thank you.